And when you bring everybody from different backgrounds and different life experiences to the table on a policy, if you listen and bring all those issues forward, you've come up with a much better policy that works for everybody rather than just a few. We needed to establish a hotline number for child welfare because it's so complicated at the time to contact departments. You had to know the number, you had to know what county the kid lived in, and so kids were falling through the cracks, literally, and having the most tragic result that you can imagine, which would be a fatality. And so one of the things I did when I was elected was I ran a bill to establish the statewide child welfare hotline, and so I'm very proud of that bill.
You know, one of her key strengths is being able to get the job done. But in order to do that, she's always worked collaboratively with other agencies. I saw her work across the aisle at the JBC and at the legislature, which is something that I think we all yearn to see so much. And especially in the last several years, it just seems that that's a great divide that Jenise was able to sort of move across and to build bridges. So that, I think, was one of her very big strengths.
You know, the legislature has one responsibility, and that's to put a budget together. And you have to look at things from all angles, not just your own. There's 6 members, everybody has an equal vote. And you have to find a way to make it work for us. And I think Colorado actually has one of the better models because you have Republicans and you have Democrats. And so everybody brings their view to the table and you get a budget that will work for everyone. And yes, you don't walk away with everything you wanted, and neither did they. And I believe that compromise doesn't mean that you throw away your values. You just find a way to make it work. And it's maybe cooperation's a better word for people, but I think that's what you get at the Joint Budget Committee that you don't have in any of the other committees. You don't have to find a way to make it work because you can kill a bill, and that's the end of the policy, right? But you really can't kill the budget. You have to find a way to make it work.
I met Jenise when she, as a freshman legislator, was put on the Joint Budget Committee. It was an experience like none other because she came in knowing what she was doing, and nobody comes in knowing what the budget means. And we have to have 6 votes to get the budget out. It means that we have to work together. It means we have to bring people together, and it means that we have to be reasonable people. Jenise came in, she knew how to talk to people, she knew how to ask the questions that got us to the answer, and then she knew how to work with the people on the committee to get us to yes.
Great. When I was on the Joint Budget Committee was that we not only got out over $800 million during the floods, you know, 100-year floods, and Colorado really did a great job in getting the services out to people when they needed and the funding to go with it. You didn't hear fighting around that issue. We came together, we pulled, and we figured out how to do that. But right after that, we also figured out how to increase the Tabor Reserve. You know, why we refunded the money that we took for those programs. So because we worked together, we accomplished that. During that year, we also funded higher ed at record levels from previous years. K through 12 saw a substantial increase.